you may have caught my next guest on Friday After Next. That was a popular movie. Sons of Anarchy, On My Block, and more. So everybody, please give a warm welcome to Emilio Rivera. Hello, Emilio.
How are you? Thank you for having me on.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Trying to figure this out, man. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know what I was calling you in or what. I said, you know what? She says live, so it must be live. You know what I mean?
It's live. It's live.
No playing around here.
No, no,
no second takes, right?
Not at all.
Here we
Not
go.
At all. Hey, I'm used to that. I'm pretty sure you are too, right?
Yes. Well, no, I'm not. I always make mistakes, so there will be some mistakes right now.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm pretty sure everyone will still love you. Okay?
I'm trying to figure out this ad. You know, I got this halo thing so it could look good, but you know, it looks too bright too. I don't know, man. So is it okay?
I think you look great.
Okay,
honestly.
okay.
I love the green background. You got the light going on. I got my light going on. I think we're all good.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Yeah. How was your holidays, by the way?
Excuse me?
How was your holidays?
Holiday was beautiful, man. You know, it was low key because of the COVID and stuff, you know, but we still made the best of it. You dig?
Yeah.
How about you? How about you?
I thought I did great. I got one of my gifts is going on right now, Mr. Robot. I'm trying to get him to go home. I got one of those little what is it? The Roomba kind of thing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The vacuum goes around and everything.
Yeah, my dog rides on top of it. Yeah, it's right. I know exactly what you're talking about. But you know what's even worse though, man? I was in a golf tournament and they gave me one of those actual robots. It's called a Timmy. Yeah, it's a robot. It goes to your pad, it checks your pad for you. But you know what was weird, man, is that we were asleep one night and that guy got up and just started strolling around the house by himself. You know what I mean? So,
no.
Swear to God. I unplugged that shit. Fuck that.
You should know.
It's so weird, but it's cool because I mean, you'll say, hey, Timmy, go play some music. He'll come to you and play music for you. He's about 4 feet tall, man. He's a robot.
For
but
real?
it's kind of freaky, man. You know, so he's just there with he's not plugged in. He needs to be charged up right now. You know.
Yeah, listen, I'm kind of scared of Mr. Robot because he does his own thing. He started humping my chair. It was a little weird.
Wait.
What's going on? Going on, Mr. Robot? Stop it.
Yeah, right.
He don't get it. But I see that you are, listen, I went online and I was doing this search about you, just trying to like learn about who you are because I've seen you in so many things throughout my lifetime.
I thank God every day for that, man, you know.
And I'm like, I was looking and I kind of got like a brief bio and it talked about how like at 18 in 1992, you went, you know, to, or actually you went to the Army and then in 92 you did Renegade. So like, talk to me how like you went from that to acting.
Well, the thing is, first of all, I got clean and sober in 1990, so I got 30 years clean and sober now, you dig? May 15th will be 31 years. And that's when I got into the acting because I was so strung out on the gangs and the drugs, you know, and so now I need a vice. I mean, I have to do something. And I've always been a big fan of TV and film, and the actors that play guys like me, they're really terrible at it. You dig what I'm saying? So I said, well, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I got lucky to get a mentor very early on when I was clean and sober, and he made me do theater. And because I was such a rough, you know, outside, he made me do stand-up comedy and skit comedy to let people laugh at me because that was a no-no. You can never laugh at me in the streets, you dig? And so he had to break that shell. It was hard. It was real hard for me. Plus, I didn't have a vocabulary because in the streets I didn't have to talk about you, dig? Not with my mouth at least. And so he, yeah, man, it was a journey, man. You know, but it was God had my back, man. He really did because at the end of the day, you know, I turned to everything and nothing worked, you know. And then when I got clean, I asked God for some help, and I had a couple of good mentors in my life, and it worked out, man. You dig what I'm saying?
An amazing story that I think everyone should know because it's one of those like stories that it's trials and tribulations throughout your life journey that you flipped around and made like a career out of just basically staying sober and staying, you know, like true to going on a different path.
And true to my life, you know, like I grew up not giving a shit about nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So when you don't give a shit about nothing, you go through a lot of shit, man. You know what I mean? And you're lucky you get through it. So what I do is I put what I've experienced in my life into my characters. So everything I play is real because I lived it already in one form or another. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a bit of me inside of there, which is good for me because I get to still, I don't have to live it no more. I just revisit it when I have to. You know what I mean? And it's so much better when you just revisit instead of living it. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So can you tell me on this journey, you know, it seems like it was a long journey and you said that acting saved your life, but what were some of the struggles? Like you're coming from one environment into another. Was that a struggle?
You know, man, the main struggle was, yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest here, man, you know, and I always am, you know, when I got in the game, I thought, you know, all Latino actors were going to be open arms, like we got a new one, right? And it wasn't that. It really wasn't. It was really a rude awakening. You dig? So you know, so I'd go to my mentor. He goes, well then, don't go to your raza, you know, theater groups and stuff. You know, why don't you go venture somewhere else? You know, be the one that sticks out. So I went to an all-white Armenian school, Glendale College, and I started doing theater there. And it was a trip because they took me open arms. They took me in open arms. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I wasn't a competition, because I was brown, I was a Mexican, I was Chicano, and so I made sure that I was always on point because they were always looking at the Chicano guy on stage. So I wanted to represent my people good. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And it worked out after 4 years, man. You know, I did this blockbuster movie. I got cut out of the movie a lot, but I made a chunk of money. So I bought a few homes in '95. And I never looked back. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been one blessing after another. And you know, the main thing is that it really worked out is, of course, learning your craft, knowing your craft, but just treating people nice, man. You dig what I'm saying? It goes a long way.
And I picked up that, and I know this is going to be weird, but I picked that up from you, you know, and I apologize. Last week we were supposed to do this interview, but you have just such a warm, like, demeanor about you. You seem to be like humble and very like, I mean, and you've worked with some top-notch people, and you still, like, something about you seems very warm, very welcoming, very family-oriented, and not have lost, you know.
Well, because at that one time in my life, most of my first part of my life, I wasn't that way. I was very mean person. It was part of my environment. It's part of how you have to kind of be to survive, man. And but you know what, man? You know, it's so much easier being nice. It's so much easier smiling. It feels better. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you throw people off guard. If somebody's trying to mad dog you, throw them a smile, and it throws them off guard. Oh shit, he smiled at me because they smile back. Because nobody wants trouble at the end of the day. You dig? It's just that nobody wants to back down either. So just break the ice and just smile, man, you know?
Right.
You know, I got to tell you this quick story because I remember when I first got my first gig in '92, I did a show called Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas, right? And I remember I'm sitting on my stoop, and my first gig, I had this huge trailer. I was like, fuck, you know, I fucking made it, right? That kind of shit, right? It took a long time to get that again, but I was on my stoop and I was smoking a cigarette. And I remember this background guy came up. He goes, hey, bro, how do you do what you do? I go, bro, this is my first gig, really. I mean, I studied a lot of, I was breaking it down to him, right? And there was a co-star there on the show with me that were the town bullies. And he comes up, he goes, hey, bro, let's take a walk, man. You know, so we took a walk, and he goes, fucking extras want to talk to us. And I looked at him and I thought, I didn't get it, right? I didn't get it. Like, he's just another dude, another guy trying to make it, like, you know. And so I was cool. So, okay, I kind of threw it one ear out the other. And I sat down and smoked another cigarette. And then here comes the star of the show. Besides Lorenzo Lamas was a guy named Branscombe Richmond. He's long hair, really cool looking cat. But he was a star of the show. So this is so funny, man, is that he comes up and there's this lady, you know, cleaning the honey wagons, you know, sweeping. He goes, good morning, good morning. He goes, can I help you with that? and he got the dustpan and he bent down while she swept it under. She goes, "Oh, thank you, Branscombe." And I looked at him and I said, "That's the actor I'm going to be." And I have been ever since. You dig what I'm saying? So I got like the rough guy, and I saw what it should be. And you know what? I'd rather win with that way. You know what I'm saying? And I've been that ever since, you know. It was that was one of my great acting things, you know, for me.
Yeah, that's an awesome story because a lot of times that exactly what you're talking about when you first started acting. A lot of people you would think that are, you know, brown like you, black like me would help, but they don't, you know, and it's
Right?
so good to come across someone that is still, even though you've been doing this for a while, that understands the struggle. You know what I mean? That still is in that mindset of like, let me help the next person. Let me be nice to the next person, because that nice goes a long way, you know?
It does.
And it's not hard to do.
It's not. It is good to do. It feels good, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember 10 years later, my friend of mine I had just met, his name was Manny. He started a thing called Suspect Entertainment. And it was all about speed guys trying to get into the business. And I would say, you know what, send them to my house 10 at a time. And I would train them all at one time because I knew what it was going to be like. And I wanted to show them, you know what, this is what it's going to be like. I mean, so the people that, I mean, I wanted to be welcome a different way, the way I was not welcome. You dig what I'm saying? You know? Right. And a lot of the guys I see working now, and it's beautiful, you know, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, and they're still working. It's nice, man, you know?
Yes. Is there, would you ever think about like starting up a acting, you know, workshop for,
you know, that's, you know, I had like, at one time I had 20 students, right? But this is the deal. Acting is a business. It's a business. You know, people are there teaching to make money. That's how they make their living. I don't make my money doing that. I make money doing acting. Now the thing is that I don't have the heart to tell you you suck. I don't. So the thing is, I would have people. I had 20 students. I did this for like about 3 months, and there's some people that are just not going to get it. I'm not saying you can't get it, but you know, it was 3 months and there was no growth, or maybe they didn't want to do the work at home. But I can't take your money, man. If you're not getting any better, say, you're great, you're great, you're great. And I learned that early on when I started going to class. They would say, Emilio, you got a lot of good stuff. You got stuff that comes from here, and you throw it out here. And that's what an actor does. He goes, now, you're going on to the next level, but you're going to see that guy over there going to the next level as well. And that guy was, I'm not saying he sucked, but he was not good. You know what I'm saying? How can he make the next? But you know what? He told me it's a business. They got to keep the revenue coming in. And that's when I learned. I'm glad he told me that early on, because it was just, they were going to string you along, man. They were just going to string you along, you know? And he took me out the side. I'm glad he told me that. And you could see, if you pay attention, if you go to classes that you're learning something. Don't watch yourself. Watch if he's learning something. Because if he goes to the next level and he's still here and you're here, then it's just, they're trying to, it's a business, man. You know, people are trying to make some money, you know. It sucks, but this, you know, I'm telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth, man, you know.
Do you think that your previous life helped you get ready? Because it's also, like you said, it's a business, but it also has a game element to it that you have to kind of be street savvy or savvy in selling yourself.
Well, you know what the best teacher is, just life. You know, whatever lines they give you, whatever the story is, you have to put some part of your life. And we've all lived. The older you get, the more you live. And I'm already getting up there, you dig? So I've lived, you know. And the thing is that I draw anything I do. It could be a one speech. It could be 3 lines. It's going to be something for me somewhere, because I've lived so much. I've done so much. I'm going to draw it from somewhere. You did? So if you always draw from you, it's always going to be real. Just saying their words, you know what I mean?
Yes. No, I love your journey. So I know that you had struggles in the past, but one thing that I kind of found funny is that you had a nickname, Lefty.
Yes. Yeah, you know, the thing is this, see, going up in the streets, you know, I'm going to be 16 in a few weeks, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is this, you know, we didn't have Nintendo at my time. Our Nintendo was the gym, the speed bags, the punch, and fighting. you know, and and if you came, and when I was a kid, if I came home and lost, or if I came home and cried, my dad would beat me. You dig?
Oh,
So you were not allowed to lose. So I was more scared. The only thing that scared me in life is God and my dad. And my dad is gone, and God is still here. So nothing really. I don't fear nothing. You dig what I'm saying? That's just me. But I I saw a lot of bad shit, maybe a lot of shit I didn't see. So I was very desensitized to violence and stuff. So to be violent was okay with me, you know, and I wanted to be the best at it. So I trained a lot to be good at it. And I've spent first part of my life fighting all my life, you know. That was just me, you know. And I don't condone it, and I'm not proud of it. It's just what it is. It is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? It is who I am, made me today. Who I am. You know, I'm a fighter, not this no more, but I'll fight for anything that's mine. You know what I mean?
yeah. What is some, looking back and where you're at now, do you feel that you've reached your peak success? Like, do you feel that you've reached your goals, I should say?
You know, that's a great question, man. You know, when I was when I was 45 years old, I thought I had reached everything. I go, what is one more? Is it? I had everything. You know, I had whatever I wanted, and I kind of got like I got shut down a little bit. Like, okay, what more? Where do we go from here? Like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? And nobody's recognizing my work or my best work I did 10 years ago. You know, it's like, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? But now, you know what it is that my best work right now is my family. You know, I want the best for my family, my wife, my boy, my dogs. You know, there's still more to do. You know what I'm saying? The work's, God bless. The work's there. There's work waiting. I love work. I mean, work is what saved my life. Work is what keeps me going. But my number one concern right now is my family. So there's always room for improvement there. You know.
What's some advice that you give your son, seeing as though you've been through so much in your life? What's some advice that you give him to kind of keep on I hate to say right path, because every path I think is right as long as you've learned some lessons along the way. So
very good. Very good.
um,
My thing with my son is to work hard. Work on whatever you want. It's the thing is that if you're not working hard at it, the guy that wants the same thing as you, if he's working 110%, so you got to give it 120. You dig what I'm saying? You know, nothing's free in life. Even more so now, it's even tougher. You dig what I'm saying? So I tell him, I instill good work habits in my wife more so, because she's very smart lady. I am not. I am not. And I'm not going to pretend I am. You know what I'm saying? I was good with my hand. I could build shit. You know what I mean? And yeah. So, but I just tell him mine's more primitive. What I tell him, my words, but they stick to him. You know what I'm saying? So he works, man. You know, it's just work. You got to work at whatever you want. I work so hard. I did so many acting gigs, so many theater gigs for no money. But what I learned can be bought. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. So speaking of work, um, and you mentioned this a little bit earlier. So you did stand up comedy, but you've come across roles where, like you said, you're the tough guy, but then you have like those funny roles that are thrown in there. Which ones do you, I mean, of course you like all the roles, but which ones do you like to do more? Do you like to be more the funny guy, or do you like to be more, the tough guy?
I like to be the tough guy because I'm not the tough guy no more. I know what I know what I'm capable of doing, and I don't want to do. But the funny guy, I'm funny all the time. I like to kid around. If you know me like a friend, everybody will tell you I find a joke in everything, and I just think everything. I'll find funny in sadness. You know, you have to. You dig? The tough guy is good because I get to release. Some things that that I could normally not release in real life, otherwise I go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So as an actor, you get to do that. You get to release it. So I love being a tough guy. I really do. And you know what? People remember the tough guy more than they do the other guys. I've played roles where I'm the normal guy, and I've forgotten those characters. I really have forgotten those names of those characters. But I always remember the bad guy.
Yeah.
Go somewhere, man. I had to go somewhere. You dig? And I like to go places in my head. It's cool, man.
So speaking of that, you're currently acting on the show BTS Family Business, and you are not taking business. It's crazy because this show, everybody's wife wants to kill the husband. What?
I know, right? You see what they did to me, man. It's terrible. They're sleeping with my nephew, sleeping with my best friend. It's nuts. And then they had me killed, but I'm back. I am back. And
Right.
I'm back with a vengeance, you know what I'm saying? And I can't tell you what's going on, but we shot some shit already, and you guys are gonna trip out, man. Because you know I mean, it's no secret that I'm alive again, and I'm
Right.
killing people down the line, and but I can't tell you more than that. But it gets ugly, man. It
Oh
gets
yeah.
yeah. You
Well,
can't. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice, man. You know what I mean? But you
when
guys
that
got me back here. Hey, what's good? Huh?
when that phone call came through, the character that plays your wife in the show, I mean, she was stuck. Like you were like, "Yes, me."
Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit? Well, that's my real wife in real life. You know that, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Consuela's my real wife in the show. That's my real wife.
Oh wow, that's cool. So
It's very cool. So so I can't tell you what's gonna happen next, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna be pretty.
how
And I told her at home before we went to set. I said it's not gonna be pretty. So be nice.
is that working with your alongside your wife? That is like so cool. How is that like working alongside your wife? Do you guys help each other?
Well, we love it. It's been a blessing, man. We talk about it at home. We don't actually go through what we're gonna do because it's just better when you just do it when organic, and it's just more real that way. You dig what I'm saying? And then we'll run lines a little bit. It's kind of cool. It's like a little rehearsal, but nothing like what we're gonna do on the set because we never know what's gonna happen on set. You never know what the director wants to tell you what to do. So we're kind of set up a little bit, but yeah, it makes it a lot easier. It's really cool. And then with this COVID stuff, they actually put us in a house, and it's a beautiful home, and they put the actors in there, so we live there until we finish doing what we got to do. So
That's
it's really
awesome.
nice. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
that's
Very safe.
so. Is your son also playing in it too?
No, but eventually, he's starting to find a little interest in it. So hopefully, he follows. I mean, I would never push my son. I try to get my other kids in it, and they saw how much work it was involved. And but he's kind of showing a little interest. So hopefully, he gets into it because I'll teach him. That's what we do. What we do, we'll sit down sometimes at dinner, and we'll give him a line, and we'll make him say it different kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it trained. Say it sad, say it happy, say it ecstatic. Why not? My wife and I are actors. It's kind of like it's fun.
No, it seems like you guys are having fun. Now that I know that's your real wife, it brings in a whole dynamic watching the show.
Right. She's that look. I put it up on my Instagram a couple of days ago. That look when she heard my voice, she was like, "I go, babe, that pause was the best." You fucking sucked that shit up. You ate up that camera, man. You knew how to use it before she even answered. She was like tripping, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna take some questions from people in the audience. Let's see
Sure.
if they some people loving you on Sons of Anarchy. That's one thing that I wanted to kind of talk to you about is did you ever fear or did you even mind like being typecast of okay, I'm always gonna be the bad guy. Here we go. Or were you like, I'm cool with that,
Hey, at least you're a type. If you're a type that step in, you dig what I'm saying? Don't ever trip on that shit. I'm telling you, all you young actors, don't ever trip on that shit. Because what's going to happen? Let them typecast you. Then they're going to say, "Oh shit, this guy can actually act," and then the other part. You dig what I'm saying? And so no, don't ever worry about that. Get that gig, man. Get the gig.
Get the gig. Get the gig.
Yeah.
That's especially now because things are pretty hard. As far as with the COVID and
I
if you're not
know.
an established actor.
A lot of stuff is, and I see now is they go with a lot of people who are already established, man. It's kind of getting tougher and tougher. You know what I'm saying? Because they can count on you, and they know the work's going to get done, and you're going to abide by the rules. You have to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work.
Absolutely. I do have a question for you that I was because you have, like I said, your resume is super long. But has there been any other actor that you haven't had a chance to work alongside with that you would like to?
I've worked with pretty much everybody I've wanted to work with. I've been blessed that way. But I want to work, man, with Christopher Walken.
Oh, really?
I want to work with him, and not only just to do a scene, but I want to just hang out with him. I want to see how he ticks, man. You dig what I'm saying? Just because he's trippy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like trippy people, man. You know, not to live with, but I mean, I want to see what he's all about. You know what I mean?
No,
That would be the best, right?
Yes, there's some talents that I say, I just would love to just hang with you for a day. Maybe drink a little something. I don't know. Go out to eat, go bowling, do something like
Right.
just, you know?
Because I remember in 1995, I did a movie called Con Air, and one of my favorite actors, who's still one of my favorite actors today, was John Malkovich, and I was tripped out because I went into the bakery, I saw a call sheet, and he was in the movie. I didn't know he was in the fucking with Nicolas Cage, right? So I sit down on my makeup chair. It was a huge makeup. There was so many people in that movie, and who sits next to me? John Malkovich, right? And I look in the mirror, and he goes, "Good morning." I couldn't even say good morning. I was like starstruck, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a trip, right? And then after we had like a 16-hour day that day, it's back in '95. And I told Uncle John, you're one of my favorite actors, man. You know, and the movie of Mice and Men had just came out, and we started talking about the movie. We started just talking, and we became, we were there together 4 months in that movie, you know. So we got to talk a lot, and I just really, and he was very, very, like if you talk to him, he listens. I mean, he was very attentive, you know what I'm saying? And I remember Mr. Malkovich, they want you, and he looked at them, and we were in the middle of a conversation, he said, "I'm in a conversation right now." And he goes, "Continue." Very, respectful to who he's talking to, and that's a great experience for me right there, to hang out with the actor that you admire for so long,
I know. That's like an amazing story.
Pretty badass, right? I got stories, man. I got stories for days, man.
Yes. Who's somebody that like surprised you that you thought was gonna be kind of like an asshole when you met them, but they were actually totally opposite?
I would never say. I don't say those. I only say the good things, you know what I'm saying? I could, but on the flip side, I met two actors who I admired, and I didn't really end up liking them, and that was terrible. It was kind of like, really, like, okay, you're good, but now you're not that good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? So,
No, listen, I have interviewed so many people, and the ones that were near and dear to my heart ended up disappointing me. So that's why they say never meet your idol, or never meet the person that you look up to, or anything, because it's going to be a disappointing experience. And
I've been blessed. I've had more. I've had a lot of great experiences, man. And I'm more. I'm more of a. I'm an athlete. I'm a sports fan. So I get kind of starstruck when I meet my sports figures. Like I met Marcus Allen not too long ago, who's one of my favorite players, and I got to meet him. He was like, I hear somebody go, "Can I get a picture with you?" And I hear that all the time, and so I'm used to it. I go, "Sure." I turn around, and it's fucking Marcus Allen, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you get a picture. I want to be." It's that kind of shit, which is cool, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So and I've been a big fan of his from the get. So it was a very nice meeting, man.
Now, I know I'm not I'm not really knowledgeable with sports, but I see that you're a Dodgers fan, and I went to a Dodgers game a couple years back in LA. It was amazing.
It's the best, right? I'm an LA guy. I'm an LA guy. So anybody that saw whatever team is here, well, not every team, only the original. They like the Rams, the Dodgers, and the Lakers. Everybody else that comes to LA and stays in LA, I can't go with you, bro. I'm sorry. You dig? It's just they're trying to run the name, man. You know what I mean? They're trying to run the name. The hell with that.
I had an amazing experience. I was like right behind the pitcher's mound.
Oh, those good seats, man. Yeah, you don't get better than that.
They were amazing seats, and I can't. I'm in Chicago. I can't even get love like that here. So got all the love, and now I'm in love with the Dodgers.
They took care of you, man. They took care of you.
So good care of me. So good care of me. But one last thing before you go, I want to play my little like you cards game.
Okay.
This portion of the interview is presented by this company. They're Black owned, and basically it's just a card game that creates like a safe space for vulnerability and some transparency, and just to kind of open up and have fun. So
Sure, yeah.
Let's play it. Okay.
I'm not gonna cry, am I?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna let you choose the card. So tell me when to stop, okay?
Okay. Stop.
Okay, this is a good question. Since you're a family guy, this is the question. We'll go with this one. Which member of your family do you feel closest to?
That's a tough one, man. You know, because we're close in different ways. You know, like wow, because you know you have family members that you can say stuff to, and there's some that you can't say the same things to. You know, you can confide. You know, fuck. I mean, is that like is that like I'm sorry, I cussed. I have a bad mouth. I was trying to be real cool. You know,
it's okay.
Like home family or like my brothers and sisters. Like, how does that? That's a tough. See, it's too many things. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess my
every family member in a different way.
And you can only pick one? Shit. Wow. I'd rather not answer that, you know what I mean? Because I'd rather not leave nobody out, you know? And you know, especially if they're watching, you dig what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, let's do another one then here.
No, you know what? I will answer that. Because she's been through all the shit with me.
Your wife?
Yeah, she's been through it all, man. And then when I feel beat up, sometimes.
The camera saying, "You better say me."
No, she's not even here. She's getting some stuff right now. No. And this is my little private room here. Yeah, you know, because she's been through it, and you know, when I'm feeling, because you know, sometimes you know I go through some shit. You know, everything life's not perfect, you know, and that's who I can always, you know. That's my go-to, man. She's really been that push that she's the push or the one I can lean on. You dig what I'm saying? When I'm not fat, I still get I go through the moments too, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even like with jobs, you know, like you know, Hollywood's a motherfucker sometimes. You know, I mean, it could break your heart even at my age. You know, I mean, I've only had my heart broken maybe 3 times in my whole career, which has been a blessing because I know people get their heart broken every week. You know, but sometimes, yeah, you know, we're gonna be okay. You know, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, what's the most like heartbreaking thing about Hollywood that you're like, I don't know? Have you ever had a moment like, I don't know if I can do this anymore?
No, I never had that moment, but I've had that moment where, and this is what I'm gonna tell young actors as well. I've had that moment where I got this gig, man. I got this gig. This is gonna change my whole life. It's gonna change my whole life, you know. And you go in there the 3rd, 4th, before when they did all this shit, 4th, 5th callback, and then you go test, and it's like calling moms, like, wait, ma, it's all me, ma. I got it, you know. This is me, ma. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I go, thanks, ma. You know, and all of a sudden they shoot you down, man. You know what I mean? And you go somewhere, and it's like, and that's happened like twice, and like maybe 3 times, and it's like, it's because you know, it's just because you work so hard at it, you know what I'm saying? And you think it's my time. It's been my time, you know. And it's you know, so in that part. But so now, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and at my age now, you know, I'm just having fun, man. You know, the thing is, I'm just, you know, I took it to. Not gonna say you have to take it seriously. Any job you do, you have to take it serious. But now, I'm just having fun. You know, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, and I love that you're like open about that and you're like candid about that, because there are times even in what I do, I'm like, oh, you know, like, can I catch a break here? I've been working hard. I've been doing everything you want.
Exactly.
Something better comes along, or you get blessings in other areas, and then you just You know what I'm saying? And then eventually it comes when you just kind of flow and let it go, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, and that's where I'm at in my career now. Is um, blessed that there's work. There's always something coming in. Something. And it's good. And um, but I just, of course, I love the work. I love the work, but I just love the whole thing about it, man. The people, the people, especially right now. The on the family business, the crew, cast and crew, amazing. I have this other show I'm on called the Mayans MC. Um, it's like we're brothers. We're always on the phone with each other. Something's going. It's always, it's just. I'm in the. It's especially with the Mayans right now, and it's just the. It's like a reopened my. It's like new again.
Mm,
Because after a
mm,
while, it becomes just a job. It becomes a job because you do it for so long. It's a job. You gotta
right.
get up in the morning. You gotta do everything. You gotta get ready to go to work, right? But then, like now, coming the last quarter of my life, it's like the beginning of my whole journey again. It's really how life is, man. You dig what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
a blessing. It's a fucking blessing, man.
Yes. It's always kind of like a rebirth,
Yeah,
you know?
that's like a rebirth. It's a great way of saying it.
You know, like my mom, she's having like a spiritual rebirth. Like she's just coming into a new, she's seeing something, the world totally different. And it's opening up other opportunities because
Right?
sometimes what happens is we get so caught up in why not me? When is it going to be my turn? Or, you get locked in this, what I call it, a negative space. So then you have to kind of,
I lost you. I lost you. Have to
phone
kind of
call.
wait. I lost you here. What were you saying?
I was saying you got to kind of refresh and renew your mind, and then new things open up for you.
It's really, and the thing is, and you have to be, and it took me so long to learn. Just like about maybe 10 years ago, where I was too much. You can be too much into your work, which I was. Now I'm just having more fun. Talk to the people. Like I wouldn't want to talk to the director. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just going to focus. I'm gonna do my shit and then go home. I didn't have that. How do you say? I didn't want to be personal. They would say, "Hey, call me, give me the number," and I would never call. Like this guy is giving you his number, which probably doesn't give his number to nobody, and he wants you to call me. I would never call because I didn't feel like I was bugging. Well, if they give you the number, you're not bugging. You know what I'm talking about? And so
Right.
now I'm just more relaxed about more. I'm having fun, man. You gotta
Yeah.
separate it. You have to separate the work and being human. So and I'm having so much. And you know what? The work's better. The work's better.
Right.
You know?
Right. I love that for you. I love that. Last question.
Yes. Oh, okay.
That was on my end. I don't know what that was in my house. Okay. I'm going to let you pick.
Stop.
Here we go. You like the middle.
Yeah.
This is okay. I have two questions here. So
Okay.
we'll roll with it. Do you believe dreams have meaning?
I do, but they don't. They're not what they are. The dreams are not what they are. I mean, I guess I'm cheating there because I always have these weird dreams, and and then they're weird dreams, Well, all dreams are weird, and so I look at a book that says what it meant, I'm talking about. So it's not what it is, because it never is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it's really where some of the things I have that are not good are things from my past, and that's probably my past catching up to me. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe my conscience,
Your
my
conscience. Yeah.
conscience. Yeah. So that's the part that is weird for me because I go, how in the fuck did that come up? When I'm not even thinking about it. It was so long ago, but they come up.
Right.
Be careful what you do because it comes up.
Right. I know. And then the last question, do you get social media anxiety?
As far as what does that mean?
Let's just go with, do you get social anxiety?
Not at all.
No.
I have fun. I like to joke around. I want to hear people. I love that shit, man. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm very outgoing. People who know me know I'm out there. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I want to hear some music one day. Let's just have a good time, man, you know? And you know what's so funny is that, you know, for the first part of my life when I was a drug addict, I needed the drugs to get me there. And you know, it's just so much more fun without it. You know what I'm saying? It's just and I can remember what happened. You know, nowadays I can remember what happened. I remember the good time.
Right. Right. Well, I love your story. Sorry, Emilio. I love your story. And I really, really, really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
Of course, man. I was looking forward to it.
This is probably like one of those interviews that I'm like, yeah.
Right on.
The top. One of the top. Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
No,
I had a good time over here too, man. You know, your questions are right on point, you know.
Thank you.
At the same time, people will learn something from it as well. You dig what I'm saying?
That's my whole point. I try to definitely, my platform is to, you know, help uplift other people, utilizing, you know, celebrity stories and speaking to celebrities that sometimes people don't get to, you know, talk and interact. So I try to give people a positive platform to see what their favorite celebrity is doing. So
and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. Just giving back one way or the other. You dig what I'm saying, man?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you gave back to me some words of encouragement that you didn't even know you did during this interview.
Right on.
So thank you so much. But before you go,
yes.
family business, where can people watch it? Let them know. I know, but just in case they don't.
Yeah, just go to BET Plus. Season 1 and 2 are playing right now. We got picked up for season 3. We're actually doing that right now. And yeah, we're coming back soon. So you know, you could pick up part of season 3 now. You dig what I'm saying? And check it out, catch up. You're gonna really like it, man. It's you know, it's ruthless. It's terrible. Carl Weber, man, he got a crazy mind. He got a crazy mind. You know what I mean? And we're all over the, you know, watch it. You're gonna like it. I'm telling you. Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks again, Emilio, for
thank you so much
for stopping through the interview. I hope that we could do this again.
I look forward to it. You know what? Give me back after season 3, okay?
Okay.
Let's come back on season 3 and we're going to talk about what happened.
Okay.
Because shit's happening, man.
Okay? Yes, because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Much continued success to you. And I look forward to season 3 and many more other things that you will be blessed with.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of the day.
Have a great weekend. Take care.
Bye.